back to another episode of I'm Not Capping Podcast. It's the rap show. We got a good one for you tonight. We got OG Pops in the building. We got Rose, and we got yours truly, Big Sheem. What it do?
Yes, sir.
What it do? What it do?
Hey, Rose, I got three letters to say, man.
What you got for us?
FDO. 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 I ain't got no ski mask, but you Shiesty back out on here. Back on the streets and let people know the real is back, man. Rose, what's your reaction, man? I know you bumping that Shiesty, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm bumping it, bro, but that song too long, man. 5-6 minutes long, man. But it's fine though. It's hard. I mean, he came out of Snap, even though it really ain't his first day out. He been out for like 2 months. But I mean, it's a good start for him, you know. I like to see where he take this from. Take this through. I want to see an album probably next month or two, but good first song. Good first song.
Pops, so you had a chance to listen to it.
Yeah, man. You know, he on his shiesty stuff. You know, I'm just one thing I did like is that I was listening to an interview. Like he got his head right. It seemed like jail might have been a good thing for him, you know. So he's the first one to come out. He talking about being positive, you know, the real sound like he changed a little bit up in there, gave him food for thought, the little time and get his mind right and stuff. You know, but I like it, you know, he coming out the way he's supposed to come out nice and hard, staying in his lane and stuff. Let's see what else he do. You know, the album I think he should have come out with a mixtape first and get that bag off that mixtape real quick and then drop an album. So within 3 months I would drop a mixtape and then I'm gonna drop the full album. Just to, you know, that's a quick feed the streets real quick. And then drop that solid album. The album got a lot of features on it, you know what I mean? And I think he'd be straight. He might redo the Gucci, you know, the Gucci, what 1017, bring them back. So how you feeling about it, Shane? You ain't saying nothing. How you feeling about
That's
it?
his favorite.
You've been
artist.
waiting for him. So how you feeling? I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you
he came out there. For the old school people, there's bars on there. He say a lot of stuff that go over people's head now. I'm just saying, I'm ready for him to make another anthem. He's still supporting Dirk, so you know that is definitely a plus. Hopefully, you know him and I really Rose Fujiano should be getting out soon too. Now that's still be Pops looking crazy.
He got
that's
Gucci
don't have
he
his
get out in 2
back
years.
then.
He get out in 2 years.
So those the only two that still signed with Gucci, right?
Yeah, them the two realest ones.
Them the only two Gucci cats
was still signed to him, but he passed away. But yeah, right now it's just Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty.
Those the hitters. So definitely expect.
I thought Big Walker. What's that do? Big
free.
Walker? Wasn't he doing some work?
He not on there no more.
Yeah, he not.
That's the crazy part.
He free though. But nah, I definitely anticipate some big things out of them. Pooh just threw that out there. But mention the first day outs. Rose, I'm gonna go ahead. Is that's top 5 first day outs all time, or is it number 1 for you, or you think he, you know?
Me personally, I don't know that many first day outs. I mean, I know Gucci got a first day out. My favorite one, my top one would probably be T Grizzly. T Grizzly came out of Snap because that was his first song. And he came out and snapped on the first song. And then he blew up from there. I feel like that was the best one that we've had probably in the past 10, 15 years, maybe. I'll say that for sure. I mean, Gucci up there too. I like Gucci's first day out. But I don't know too many artists that got too many first day outs.
Pops?
Well, you know, for y'all group, I gotta tell you, bro, I still think the number one hitter. You know, I'm gonna say Pooh is in the top 5. Really, I think he might be top 3. Good songs coming straight out. I gotta go with Tupac. He came out with a what's it? Bitches of Rock. Yeah, I know y'all heard that. That beat was so hard. Bitches of a Rider. So that was one of the. To me, that's my hardest song coming out. As soon as he came out, he dropped that. That's when he dropped that double album. He was on fire after that. Ain't nobody could mess with him. That's that Dad's beat. That joint was so hard. So that's my top dude. But overall, like I said, it seems like he came out strategized and he already had what he wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's gonna. I think honestly, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna blow. I think he's like for the first year, if he does it right, and I hope Gucci pushes him and give him. That's his only art. So Gucci needs to go ahead and push him. He need to be in these. He needs to be out there if he can. 'Cause I don't know.
I forgot about
Is he
Kodak.
on probation or he completely free?
He
I
on
couldn't
parole.
tell.
Is he completely free?
No, he on parole.
Oh, he on
You
parole.
said
Okay,
parole.
so then he can't go too many places. Okay.
I still think I ain't gonna lie, like you said, I think T Grizzly's still the cheat code, but he definitely number two. Gucci's always though. Gucci's always though be hard. Only other person I had was Boosie up there.
Kodak got that first day out
Oh
from
yeah, Boosie had
2017.
another joint.
Kodak. I forgot about Kodak.
Gucci
Yeah,
got two first day outs.
yeah. Gucci probably got 50 of them, but you know,
Yeah, he was in and out for sure, for sure.
tells you. But I really hoping because I know we talked about the topic of kicking off the mainstream, and really just hip hop in general. I definitely think hip hop needed this because you know it's been dry out here on the street. So I definitely think having something chart on Apple Music and hopefully just push out some people to really start, pushing out some. I'll be interested, Rose, to see if and Boss Man D-Lo get on a joint or something.
That would go. That would be a
I
crazy
think
song.
that'd be a club banger right there.
That would go crazy.
Or if he
I ain't gonna
reunite
lie.
with some of his old peoples. You know what I
He big
mean? I
32.
think if
Yeah, I
he
think Big
reunite with a couple of his
30
old
though.
cats, he could do so.
I'll be
Now, Pooh
interested.
Shiesty for sure woke up the rap game though, for sure. Because I feel like a lot of people finna come out of hibernation since he came out and dropped that song. He #1 on all platforms too. Yeah, I think he done woke a lot of people up. Shit, 21 Savage came out with an album out of nowhere after he dropped the song.
I was just about to get into that. I haven't personally had a chance to listen to 21's thing. I know he did a spinoff. Pops. He did a spinoff of the R. Kelly jump off. He
Mm-hmm.
mentioned all the people that's falling and
Which
everything.
one?
Was the I Wish song?
Yeah.
Oh, he did an I Wish song?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't even hear it. I gotta take a listen to it. Is it
Say that again. Yeah, I broke up.
no?
You
I
broke
said,
up.
is it good? I said,
I've
is
heard
it
some
good?
of it.
Who heard this album?
I haven't listened to the whole
I
album.
haven't listened to the full album yet. I listened to a few songs, but not the full album yet. But he got his songs on the charts. They all
Yeah.
charted, so they all like top 50 songs that he got on the charts right now. So it got to be something.
Oh.
But most definitely, this is a topic I've been waiting to get into here. I see Ebro in the morning, man, got the can. Pops, I don't know. I never really liked Ebro. To me, he always seemed corny, but I gotta hear your take. Just like you ever liked Ebro, or like, is he really that instrumental to the culture
Nope.
as he thinks he is?
I thought, nope. I think Ebro was a sucker. I ain't never really cared for him because he played both sides. You know what I mean? And I don't like cats that do that. He coming in and he had power. See, and that's another thing I ain't like. He had power, so he try to set dudes up. To me about certain things like I think Kodak went up there when Kodak, you know,
Yeah, and I
he
like
pressing Kodak, and I'm
yeah,
like,
that was sucker stuff.
I didn't like what he was doing. And then with the 50 Cent shit, he want to blame 50 Cent for everything, but he keep forgetting he was a shit starter. You know what I mean? He did some shitty shit in Hot 97 and stuff. Because if you so concerned about New York artists and stuff, you would have tried to push the peace. He didn't really push peace because he kept blaming. You know, you trying to push peace. You can't blame. You got to say, hey, let's squash it. Let's just go down the middle. Let's go this way. And Ebro didn't do that. I didn't like him about that because he kept trying to say 50 Cent's Anthony destroyed New York. No, it wasn't. New York just got terrible. Was 50 part of it? That's the New York makeover. That's the part I hate about people when they be trying to lie about New York. New York is the only state that everybody wants to be number one. They don't want to be friends. They want to be number one. I don't care. They will kill your friend off to be number one. That's the mentality in the rap game. You know, because how they came up in the North was, yo, dude, number one is the most important spot. You kill whoever is there. You know what I mean? They lions. You know how lions are. They start up in a group. You got a couple lions. They be in a group. What happened? After a while, the group break up. One dude want his territory, the other one want one, and then the other dude trying to, whatever. He might get killed out the group. You know what I mean? But Ebro, plus he didn't bring anything. You know what I mean? I didn't see nothing that he brought that was special. You know what I mean? He was collecting a good check. You know what I mean? He mind me like Flex. They going off reputation, but then when they get blown up, because they all take money, and that's another thing. Them DJs, them dudes taking money to play people's songs, and then they sit here and then want to be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I didn't like how he went after Drake. You know what I mean? He going after cats that I didn't even understand. Drake, what did Drake do to you? You mad at Drake? He's a culture vulture. Everybody, come on, man, with the games. Because he's not your favorite artist. So you feel that kind of way. You're a program director. You control the waves. So if you don't like somebody, what you think you're going to do if you don't like somebody? You're going to knock them off. You're not going to play their music. You're going to change the narrative. You're going to say everything negative. And that's why I didn't like Ebro, because I think when you hold too much power, it's not a good thing. Stay behind the scenes. It was no need for him to ever show his face. You the program manager. You know what I mean? That was your lane. But then all of a sudden you jumped in, and all of a sudden you want to be out there and make the show about you, and it shouldn't have been about you. It should have been laid back. You know.
So let me ask you this, just to set the story for even people just growing up and stuff, back in the '90s and stuff. Was he really that important? Like, I know you got Flex, you got your other
Yeah.
DJs,
See,
but
the music was, yes, because he ran the mornings. He was doing the morning, and remember, he's a program manager. He wasn't that. He wasn't just a host. You don't. Let's look at the Breakfast Club. You don't hear them say, Sharman is he the program, or what's the name? They got, yeah. You don't hear that when you the program manager. That's like, what's a good scenario? That's like you being you know, you being the manager. No, you the owner. You're the manager. You the Jerry Jones. He's doing damn near almost like Jerry Jones. But the only
okay.
difference is he didn't own the show, but he had that kind of power. Matter of fact, y'all guys like wrestling. He was Eric Big Shaw,
Okay.
basically. You know what I mean? And then when in the beginning you looking good, and then what happened when you start to lose? You know what I mean? You want to grab your ball and run away. That was Ebro. You know what I mean? Because Ebro was starting stuff, and like I said, that's the reason I didn't care for him. But was he? Is that important? Yeah, because you got to think. Think right now. What do we before we should tell you, man? How is the same song consistently getting played over and over? Who you think does it? It's the program manager. He's the one doing it. You pay him to get the spins. You know what I mean? You'll pay him. He the program manager. So guess what? You want your show to be played every hour. Who
Mm-hmm.
you think do it? Oh yeah, that's Funk Master Show. You gotta pay Funk to play it. You know what I mean? That's what they do. And that's why Ibram has so much power. And then he tried to lie and say he acted like he didn't. He did. He can stop it. One time when I was in New York, dude, it was so. That's why like Hot 97 loved Puffy. It was a time where, dude, he had Mary J, Jodeci, Mary J, Jodeci, Father MC. He was messing with, at the time, even Heavy D. He was fading away, Heavy D. Um, Biggie, Craig Mack. Just I keep forgetting he had Usher. Everybody keep forgetting Puffy had Usher. Dude, think about it. In 1 hour, 7 of your artists is played in 1 hour. And it keeps going around in a circle. Dude, that ain't nothing but power. You hear when they talk about how Diddy was controlling, he'll tell him he ain't want Wu-Tang to play. He'll tell him what to do because he controlled. You know what I mean? And you paid him. Ebro was powerful, man. He's, I don't think he got no more juice now since he out the radio. But now you look at him, what you see? You see a lot of big artists dog. You know what I mean? Because he controlled the joint. If he didn't like you, it's a wrap.
No, I definitely agree.
And he didn't promote young dudes. And think about it. Did you ever see him really promote young cats? It's like he had beef with young dudes. Even though the music ain't the greatest, it's the new generation. Let them try to ride it out. Give him advice, but don't, try to steal a platform. He was, to me,
He's
you
your
still trying to push the old. The new got to get in there. Yeah. And my thing is this: after a while, you gotta let the young dudes. I believe in let y'all kill yourselves off because just like remember I told y'all, I feel now the lane has opened up. That's why all of a sudden now, if you paid attention, all the old rappers are coming back. Mm-hmm. They all coming back. Because the lane is wide open now. The music now, is wide open now. Everybody talking about I don't want to hear that. This I want to hear this. I want to hear that. So now it looks like the lanes are all back open. But program directors control the airwaves. Always remind you that they control. They the bots. They're the bots.
Jay said, "Is there anyone you don't think is a sucker, man?" I'm just telling it's just an adjective.
What you
mean? What you think?
He said that you think everybody
what you
is a sucker.
Shows.
No, he
said because they be sucker stuff. That's what they was.
Listen, man, I don't know. I always just the wrap that part up. I don't know. I always say at least Flex had the bomb. I see the TikToks be going off about when Jay and Kanye dropped Otis, and he going off talking about talking about you put your hand in the cash register. Flex. Flex just do Flex stuff. I don't know. I never really enjoyed like Ebro. I don't know why he. And then Roosevelt, I always thought he was. Now he on heavy with the WWE, but like I don't know. I always thought he was. I'm shocked they know one.
So let me ask you
who
this.
He is?
So what's the whole point of having the morning shows? Like, what's the whole point of having them right now? Anybody still listen to the radio like that? Like now that it's technically just like a podcast. Everybody getting on YouTube.
Well, what it was is that I think the radio shows. How you say it? The radio's half dead now because of technology. So with technology, I'm gonna say the radio is like AT&T. AT&T is a name you can stand by. That's what the radios are now.
Cable.
AT.
Radio is cable. I think a better comparison.
You can say, okay, go buy cable.
Right.
Okay, they like cable. You know what I mean? So they had different, channels or whatever. I think the radio is almost dead because they lost the streets. They lost the sound. Because you got to think, let's say each radio station used to play certain types of music, Now all music is crossing over. So the radios are having issues with that to me. Plus, you got everybody's on an app. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's using phones, they download certain stuff. So they are controlling now themselves. The radio controlled us. See, remind you, the radio was the source of almost everything. Oh man, like you just saying Flex with the bombs. That's the only way you used to hear the stuff. You know what I mean? That or get a mixtape. So guess what? Now people got live mixtapes. They got different types of stuff, and it's not a problem right now. You know what I mean? So people don't think about it. When's the last time you really stayed on the radio? What do you usually do? You're gonna plug up your phone, Bluetooth your phone, and play what you want to hear. You even playing like you just said, you playing podcasts, YouTube videos. So right now the radio is getting killed. That's why the radio you paid attention, everybody be talking about these bad deals. That's why the radio's doing it. Because guess what? They the ones losing all this money now because people not really listening to it no more like that. I know I was used to be, man, you got to turn on at a certain time to hit. Now I don't have to do that anymore. I could just find it my damn self online and eliminate the radio station.
Yeah, I definitely think what Jay put in here, if they can get you to play the song on the radio one time and people like it, you can download it, and that's where the money come in. That's true because, I mean, to be honest with you, everything you got to think how cars are made. Everything's Apple Play. I can't even tell you what the station is down here for. I don't even know what it is. But let me ask you this, right? I always thought it was strange that my idea was how how we have Pandora and Spotify, and now they got these virtual DJs. I'm shocked that's not pushed more into like, hey, you tap this, and then everything is just digitalized. And then even for like up and coming artists, hey, you may have to pay a flat fee, and then you'll build your way into the rotation. I'm shocked that's not more that someone hasn't created into the game where, hey, channel blah, blah, blah. This is just for upcoming artists. You pay the flat fee and you want to keep in rotation, you pay this, and then it just streams anyone. Obviously you gotta have certain guidelines and stuff. But like, you know what I mean? Something like that, I'm shocked that hasn't been out there.
What you
Well,
saying?
I mean,
they
was doing that kind of during COVID. Then it kind of slowed down when the world opened back up. I mean, I feel like it was hit that way during COVID by force. But I think once the world opened back up, it kind of went back to normal. Cause if you remember, we all used to be on Instagram to everybody that got them little that's on Instagram Live. They got the radio station playing.
Like
They got
Tory
all the
Lanez
songs
going
playing.
crazy.
Yeah, like it was headed that way. But once the coronavirus ended, whatever, and the world opened back up, it just went back to normal.
What happened was the money changed. That's what it was. It was the money.
Mm-hmm.
It was in COVID. Once they realized the money, they messed the game up. Because guess what? It showed you how to make the money. Always mind yourself. Once that's out there, they debunk it or they stop it. You know what I mean? Because what you just finished saying, they killed the radio off. The radio was about to die. That Tory Lane stuff was deep. And you see now, think about what y'all was saying. Ever since Tory Lane did it, who else done it?
Nobody.
You see how quick they cut it off? Think about it. You see how quick they cut it? Once they realize you're taking their money, they will figure out some way to eliminate it.
He was setting the record for Instagram lives and everything, and then that's when they started.
Just like, remember, I told y'all guys about independent. I'm sorry. Remember, I was telling you guys about being independent, and a lot of people, I want to do it. If you think about the numbers, Tory was another one. He was showing how he had people buy his album. So you think about it. You got 10,000 fans and stuff, and they pay $10 for your album. What you sitting at? That's the best profit right there. You selling for that. Or let's just say you got 2 million fans and you sell your album for damn near $5. Dude, you hit a lick. And that's what Tory was showing folks. Yo, bro, sell your own joint. And if you see what they doing now, a lot of them trying to figure out. You see Rock Nation. Look what Rock Nation did. You beat Rock Nation when they started their nonsense? Oh yeah, we can come up here and they trying to do a 360 on you. You know what I mean? I may not be right, but it's not a great deal. I've been listening to them and a lot of them like it's not a great deal because guess what? They doing the same thing you do.
That man Jay said Boosie. He said Boosie was part of it too. Put your pussy lips on live, get $1,000.
It was crazy.
Yep. Hey. That's when they took all the money. They started realizing they ain't letting you do it.
Hey, Pops, there was a rumor, man. I don't know if this was true, man. You was on the Diddy doc, man.
See, there you go. You're trying to cap. That's capping. You know what I mean? That means that's your boys. Shit, he got me on that. That's your peoples out there. You know,
You
what
said,
Rose? Oh, you talking about that part where Rose, when he was laying in the bed, and Rose talking about he don't know why he hurt.
Right,
Look at
right.
He did it for
Yeah,
Rose.
something's
What
gonna be
you said?
hurting,
I got
all
to
right.
do it
It
for
wasn't
the
gonna be
family.
hurting. Nah,
ain't no way.
I just stayed here for. They keep waking up. I don't know why I'm baby all up, but my
Ain't
butt
no
hurt.
way.
I wasn't going. I ain't going for
You
that.
part of that generation, Rosa. They say they'll do anything for some money.
I know.
Yeah.
Back then, y'all do anything for some
Hey,
money.
bro.
I know.
No. Nah, you gotta understand. That dude, what's his name? Little Rod. That's part of y'all guys' generation. That's why that's stupid shit.
I don't know
I ain't
who
gonna
Lil
keep
Rod
waking up
I
my
is.
don't even know who he
you know what I
is.
mean?
I don't know who he is.
So how about hey,
Little Rod 28. He the same age as y'all dudes. He 28 talking about he was trying to feed his family and kept laying in the
I
bed.
just gotta
Like I
ask,
tell folks all the
how
time, what
you
do I
not
tell you,
know?
Rob? I
And
told you
How you
you
keep? How you
don't
keep? How
trust
you keep waking up?
nobody.
Look. How you keep waking up to the same thing, same person with the same pain every day, but you keep coming back talking about it hurt, but I just kept going back.
Now I'm gonna
One
say
night
this.
I'm waking up.
Now I can understand you
One night
wake
I'm
up.
waking up with females next to me and
He
Diddy right next to me. What?
and he laughing at me. You know what I mean? He laughing at me. Talking about, hey baby,
no, but
come on,
that was
come on.
some gangster
And you
stuff what he
stay.
said. He said, hey Pops, he said, yo, I never made no money. You kept going back. Yo, after the first
That's what I'm
money,
saying, bro.
nah, I ain't never get
Like,
paid.
No, but you know what? But you know what? But that's again, that's why Diddy went down. Because Diddy wasn't paying people. If he was paying them people, them tapes would have never came out. But he wasn't paying cat because he was trying to
he
play
was
them.
paying them, all
And that's
right.
his MO.
He was
Nobody
paying
should
them.
tell you. You know what I mean?
You know what he was
Well,
paying them
shit,
with.
you know.
You already know.
Come on, daddy. What he said? Come on, daddy. Come on, daddy. You know what
That
you
was
want,
his
daddy.
favorite. That was his favorite. That was his favorite little phrase.
Y'all crazy. I never heard
But
That
see,
was
no.
you
his
can
favorite
always
little
look. If
phrase.
you look at the document. If you look at it again, look how he looked at Andre Harrell. Look at his eyes and tell me, he looked like that bald head when he came out with the bald head and looking crazy. He looked like he was 100%, 100%. He was on the other team. And I used to tell people for years, man, for years, for years. You know what I mean? What's her name? Wendy called them out. For years, he got her fired. He got her ass out of there for telling them.
Y'all
So,
was still
but you know how
supporting him
that
though.
shit go. That's crazy. Oh, I wasn't. I ain't never support Puffy like
That's
that.
y'all.
I
That's
tell
y'all.
people all the
Yeah, I
time.
was now.
I seen matter of fact, hold up. I'm gonna say this to you. When I moved down here, I never forget. Me and my boy, we went to Clark, Atlanta, and in Clark, Atlanta, it was him and Mace. They was playing basketball. Mace fell on the ground. He was on the ground on his back, and Puffy laid on top of him. And
Huh?
people was,
Oh.
I mean, the whole, yeah,
We got
yeah,
an exclusive
yeah. They
right
was
here.
playing
We finna,
basketball.
Rasheem, we finna hit 50 up,
Mhm.
bro. We finna get Omar on the documentary, man, because we know a lot of he got to be on
Hey,
the doc. We finna
hey,
call
Hey,
bro.
Pooh.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. He was laying on top of him, and everybody was like, and they caught a moment. That's why Mace went for a long. Remember, Cam is the one that's giving. Nobody say nothing about Mace, man. Mace ran up to a few things, man. That's why I be trying to tell folks how they real funny. Mace had a dildo in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Got caught with that. He sat here, got picked up. He was picking up, trans out here. So don't get it twisted, man. These rappers be trying to lie, act like, but that's what happened. I'm gonna say this to you guys. Put this out here. That's why you leave them drugs alone. You don't mess with no Molly. You don't take them pills. You know what I mean? Because you'll wake up and that booty hurting. You don't know what happened. Now you think about it. Do it make sense with them girls? That's why them girls is the way they are. And these girls used to keep coming back over and over talking about they think it's gonna change. You just going back on another video. That's it. They're gonna pitch you right on another video. And that's what they love doing.
that's crazy. He said that.
But go ahead, Shane. I know I
Oh,
digress on the thing. But you know what? Go for it.
Well, nah. Your boy, we talked about 21 earlier. He was back on Big Bang. Shout out to Big Bang. I think he got the best little podcast right now. But he was talking about, the snitching. You know, I don't get the goal line, but one thing I will say about 21, I don't know if you seen he trying to get everyone together and trying to just, drop it at this point. I definitely think Atlanta need it. But what you think, Pops?
Well, I don't understand the snitching. I think the young folks messed up snitching, don't know what snitching really is. Snitching is telling on somebody when nobody asks you about them. That is snitching. Another example, I get caught in a robbery and I tell on everybody. I tell the other, let's say the other two guys got away, and I tell and be like, yo, it wasn't just me. It was Sheem. It was Rose. That is snitching.
Right.
Now, this is not snitching. I'll give you an example. Yo, Omar, do you know Rose? Let me show you something. Look at him. We got him on video. Look at the strand strips. They talking about you been talking to him. Yeah, I know. That's not snitching. They already got you. They already know. So that's not snitching. Now, what Young Thug did, that was pure snitching. He didn't help nobody. How can you help me and you don't know? It's a difference, Rob. If I sat here and say, yo, I knew you did a robbery and I already know they grabbed you and you said that you was at your mother's house. Now the police get me and say, yo, I heard Rob was doing this. Man, that's my boy. Rob wouldn't do that. You know what? On Friday, that Joker was home at his mama's house. That's not snitching. Because guess what? Raw already confirmed he told the police that. Now, example again, this is snitching. This is dry snitching. Yo, man, Rose was doing ABCD. Man, you crazy. Rose ain't do that. Rose is good for he likes selling guns and robbing cats. He ain't no rapist. Yo, dog, you just snitched on the man. You ain't help him. Now they gonna look and say, wait a minute,
But
damn. We see papers. Oh yeah, we got him. Now Rose is a thief. He is the robber we's looking for. That is snitching. You didn't mean to, but that's dry snitching. Snitching, you want to know the rules of snitch? Don't say nothing. You don't know nothing. Yo, what's the problem? Do you know Rose? Yeah. Well, so tell me about him. I don't know nothing. What? But you know what? He was doing this. Listen, bro. I ain't talking about another man. I don't know what his business are. I do me. And there you go. Give you an example. I give you a work one. Let's do a real one. At my job, when I was at work, on the weekends, everybody supposed to report in who's supposed to report in. But for months, cash wasn't coming in. I didn't care. It ain't my job to tell. Now, I could have ran up and said people wasn't coming to work, but I didn't do that. I kept my mouth shut. The director came. He walked up down at each aisle. He see that I was there. He wanted me to snitch on cats. Yo, man, what happened to the voice team? I don't see them, sir. I don't know anything about what the voice team do. All I do is worry about me. I come to work because they told me that I have to come in, so I come in. He looked at me and was like, touche. I like that attitude. And walked off. You see the difference? Now I could have dry snitched and said, these cats ain't been here for months. I could have sat here and said, yeah, I know 10 of them never come. But I stayed in my lane. How did I hurt anybody? I didn't hurt anybody. I said, I don't know. Now,
Right.
he knew I know, but I ain't going to say I know anything because I ain't getting, hey, I'm worried about me. I ain't worrying about nobody else. Now, that's how the street's supposed to be. But this new code is not a right code because when they get angry, they telling on everybody. Young Thug is a snitch. He didn't
no,
snitch
but that's
once.
what that's what
He
they
snitched
saying. That's what
several
they
times.
saying though. But that's what they saying.
You
Why
know,
why has it why is the code different now compared to back then? Like what's been changed to
because
where
it's y'all young
everybody's
kids.
making it
Your
okay?
young kids So y'all pick and no, because y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose. Just like with 69. 6ix9ine, I mean. 6ix9ine, his situation is different than everybody else's. But they all call him a snitch. His own men's try to kill him. That's not snitching. His own men try to kill him. It's a difference. See, Cass talking about, yo, he was not a street
But he
dude.
still,
And that's
but he
another
still,
thing.
but
Cass
he's,
can't
but
sit here and
okay.
say,
No, I understand what you're saying. He's not a street dude. But if you're gonna be in the streets and portray like you are, then they're gonna hold you to the same standards as
nope,
everybody
nope,
else.
nope, nope,
That's
you
just like,
can't be held.
hold on. That's
Because
just
see, this is the
listen,
problem.
hold on, Omar, hold on, listen. Because this is another thing. Because Big Bang said this in the interview, him and 21. It's the same thing the police officers go through. It's always a 15-year vet in the police force, and then there's always a rookie that's coming on too. But everybody is held to the same standards. Police officers don't tell on each other no matter what. No matter if they kill somebody, they plant drugs on somebody or anything. Nobody tells on nobody. But as soon as we get to a 15-year vet in the streets, and it's a nigga that's just now being in the streets that's a rookie like 6ix9ine, we're gonna say, oh, he ain't no snitch, yada yada yada. He's still a snitch. He in the streets. I don't care how new he is to it. He's still in the streets, portraying he in the streets. He gonna be a snitch for life. Like you said, Gunna a snitch. Thug may be a snitch too in some people's eyes. That's just what it is.
Well, that's the thing. That's the difference. I said what the difference is that you just like what you said, you're picking sides. See, when I grew up, a snitch is a snitch. Once they label you a snitch, you was done. You know what I mean? Cass wouldn't be up here talking and saying certain things. And don't get it twisted. It's a lot of snitches, but they didn't advertise being a snitch. Y'all jokers, this generation here, y'all talk too much. Y'all advertise being a snitch. Y'all advertise. Even like 21, everybody trying to praise him, but dude, he is questionable. Who the hell is he?
He quit.
He's
Why?
a
How
snitch.
is he
They busted
questioned?
him telling.
How how is he a snitch?
Because again, you know what? He told, bro, don't get it twisted. He said shit.
What he
That dude's
tell? Who
supposed to
he
be
tell
out of
on?
here. That's what thing.
Who
Everybody
he
tend to
tell
forget
on?
what.
Who
Hold.
he
What
tell on?
happened to his cases? Who? What
That
happened to
case.
all his
Hold on.
cases?
See, hold
Dude,
on.
they got
See,
him in
that's another
recording.
thing too. No, hold on, Omar. Hold on.
They got 20. No, 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 no,
No, hold
no.
on. Listen. Because you finna say so. You know. That case when he got locked up again, he had already been arrested for that way before anyway, way before he blew up in rap. So the case had already got thrown out. They arrested him on a false warrant. That's why he was suing the police department, and he went to court and won the lawsuit already. That's why Rock Nation and Jay-Z got involved. They won the lawsuit because they had a false warrant. So that case been thrown out. Now it's all public note information online that you can go read about. The case been thrown out. The case 2014, 2015, way before he blew up in rap. So he never told on nobody at all. He never had a green card. That's not his fault. His mama brought him over here illegally. But he got his stuff situated now, but he ain't never tell on nobody. Who he tell on? Who you gonna tell on about not having a green card? Who you gonna tell on?
Dude, it ain't about the green card, bro. That dude got
It is. It
listen,
is.
bro.
Who you gonna tell
I'm
him?
gonna say this
Because
again.
if you want to,
I'm
if you
gonna
want to
say
keep it a
this
buck, he
again.
was
I'm gonna
still
say this
doing what
again.
he was
I'm
doing
gonna
in the
say this
streets
again. You
even after
asked
he
me.
got
You just
arrested.
been hold up. You just asked me the difference. You told me the difference, and not. Let me say it again. Two and two is four. Some cases, two and two could be five. Let me say that one more time because it might have went over your head. Two plus two is four, but sometimes two plus two can be five. I'm gonna leave it like that. It's food for thought. Think what
So
I
who did he
said.
tell on
Now I'm
though?
gonna say this again to you.
Everybody else
I'm gonna say this again to
mentioned,
you.
they said
Listen,
their names.
listen,
I don't care about no two plus
listen.
two, none of that
Because
at
guess what?
all.
Nope, nope, nope. See that you just told on yourself. That's why when what Sheem just said, how y'all pick and choose. You asked me
Who did
about
he
my
tell on
generation.
though?
We would
I'm
not pick
asking
one.
if he. So
Hold
if
up.
you're
Let me finish.
saying
Let me finish.
if you're
No,
saying he
let me
told on
finish.
somebody, who
Oh,
did he
Rose,
tell on?
listen. You're not listening. You just asked. This is where you keep doing it because y'all guys see pieces. Now you keep saying certain stuff. It's like let's go back to 6ix9ine. If 6ix9ine was in our generation, first of all, we wouldn't allow him to game bang. That's number one. We wouldn't have brought him into some shit. Now, again, my generation knew, yo, he a sucker. Let me say something. He's a sucker. So if he's a sucker, why are you bringing a sucker around here for? See, what happened, the new generation was like, look at this sucker. We know he a sucker. So what we going to do is build him up and rape him. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's a sucker
them
move
niggas
on
is from
both
your
sides.
generation. They're
But see,
from
our
your
generation wouldn't
generation.
move that
6ix9ine
way.
folks is from your generation.
No, they,
Yes,
hey,
they
bro.
are.
But
Shotty is your
hold up, bro. Like,
age.
so you keep forgetting. No, they're not.
Shotty is
Shotty
your
is not
age. He's
50,
your
homie.
generation.
Shotty is 40 years old. No, he's not.
How old are
Shotty is
you? That's the
40.
same
Shotty is
generation.
not. Dude, I'm 53. No, we ain't in the
That's
same
the same
generation. That's 10
generation. That's
years.
not my
That's
gen.
like you comparing my damn sister. Dude, that's like you compare. Listen, and I ain't, dude, we said that this is the generation. That's the shit they came from. And those guys that y'all talking about, they ain't shit anyway. They grimy niggas. When I grew up, dog, we didn't have no gangs. The fuck we look like chasing to be a blood. Keep telling you, that's the young niggas. We never. That's why New York ain't the same no more. We didn't have Bloods. We didn't get all that shit. We had little gangs, and they never got that big until they went to jail. And that damn fool Jim Jones and all them fools started banging. Jim Jones younger than me. He banging and shit. He the one fucked the game up. Him and his little
Hold
crews
on.
going
Jones
hard.
is 50. Jones 50.
You
So
know?
That's my point. That's
Huh?
y'all
Yeah, but I'm just saying
generation.
50. Yeah, but 50. But
Jones
this
is
is the
50.
thing.
Hold
But
on,
hold up.
hold
And
on,
like
hold
I
on.
said, now
Hold
even
on.
Jones, hold up. Let me finish. Let me finish. Young Jump, just like with Jones, you about to throw Jones in. He's a fucking snitch. We know that shit. That's why Jones didn't get. Did y'all see how long it took this nigga to blow up? Or so-called blow up? Shit, we wasn't dumb. Everybody knew about Jones. That's
But
why
y'all,
he's got a
but guess
reputation.
what?
Y'all keep
But
talking
guess
about we
what?
didn't have the internet.
Everybody
We
still
didn't
had
have
him
the
around.
internet. That was the difference.
Everybody still had him around like they buddy
You know
buddy and
what? And
everything,
guess
bro.
what?
But y'all probably
And guess what they said? And guess what? Look all the dudes who've been around. I told Ron this for years. How many niggas he been around and they all go to jail?
Everybody.
I ain't lying. I'm keeping 100. I'm keeping 100. Jim Jones is no nigga. Like I told you, he ran around with the. He started. I would give him the prize. He's the one with the big blood going hard. Well, he ain't the main nigga, but he was one out. He was the rapper front. He brought that nonsense shit in there. But we wasn't doing all that shit, and that's why I keep telling you we didn't have the internet, so we could blow them up. Now, if you pay attention, look at all them old niggas coming out of jail, blowing these niggas up now. Yo, he was a snitch. He's this. He's that. Damn, dog. I never thought he was a snitch. Then you start realizing, damn, that's why this dude ain't been in jail. You know what I mean? Why he ain't been in jail? Just like every time you paid attention with Jim Jones, every time somebody talking about he got to go to jail or some shit, he disappear or his name get clean all of a sudden. You know, that's why we be saying picking sides, I ain't never picked no sides. I tell you in a heartbeat, bro. I'll tell you straight up. The cats that if I know, I tell them this, bitch. I don't give a damn because I don't mess with them. That's the whole thing. And like I
so
say,
let me
you
ask
know
you.
what's
So
going on. They all
let me
talk,
ask you
and that's
this:
the difference.
why he gotta go to jail? Maybe he ain't really doing what he's saying he doing. Why he gotta go to jail? What does going to jail have to
No,
do
ain't
with
nobody saying you
anything?
got to go. Listen,
Now I'm just saying
listen.
you asked you're asking
That
everybody
means
else
you.
going to
No,
jail
I ain't
around
say
him.
nothing.
Why
I
he
said
not going?
he. No, I said why he didn't go to jail, dude.
That's
Let
why I
me
just
say
said. I
something to you
just
because you
said that.
don't
You
know.
said
You ain't been
everybody
around
around
it.
him is
Now,
going
I'm
to
gonna say this.
jail.
Let me say this again. Listen to what I'm saying. Yes, dude. You cannot be in the goddamn car and you know common sense. How the fuck you in the car and your two men's in the car? You all get charged with the same shit and your charges disappear. Let's be real. Yo shit. But guess what? Your two Codys, these niggas gotta go to jail. And they ain't even, and you check their record, they never even mentioned this man's name. So again, certain scenarios, you know somebody gotta be saying something because it's not possible, bro. I've been to the jail system dude, I've
So
been
does
all
he
around
have
the jail
paperwork
system.
on him?
There's only
Is
certain
there
loopholes
paperwork
you
on?
can get away. Again, hey,
Is it?
guess what? Did they have paperwork on Puffy when they said Puffy is a government
No, I'm
informant?
asking. No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking a serious
I'm
question.
asking
Do they
you.
have paperwork on?
I'm telling you, none of them. Guess what? They all keep saying they don't, but they keep saying they do. Some people say they do. You know, when 50 tailed them and said, and True Life and all them other dudes were saying stuff, and then everybody be talking about why Cam be acting real funny with homeboy and all that stuff. Now, is it true? Don't know. But again, paperwork is funny. You look at Rollo joint. If you pay attention to
He's a
his
snitch.
shit says it depends on how you interpret. Interpretation. Now, like you said, one part of the paperwork sounds like snitching, then another part it don't. So again, if you part of that, and this is something that a lot of people don't understand, when you are an informant, you get special stuff, and it's only way you get out. That's why they was going off on Ti because they kept saying Ti had to give up somebody. Just like a lot of cats don't know, if you got a silencer, do you know that's a federal crime?
Tip put that
You
stuff on
cannot
his
go
dead
buy.
homie.
You cannot go to the store to buy a silencer. Now I'm gonna say this again: a
Let me
silencer, you cannot. That's automatic jail time.
No,
let
I'm
me
just
ask
saying
you
though,
this.
but
Go ahead, Rob.
I know what Rose finna ask. You putting on someone dead? Is that
And
snitch?
guess what? He snitched. That's a snitch. That's a
how was that
snitch.
snitch? Oh,
Yes,
I
it's
guess
still because you're
hey,
not
I ain't gonna
just
hold. So
leave it
hold on,
alone.
Omar. Let me ask you this before you go. Let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, because I've been seeing a whole lot of interviews. Everybody asking the same question. Let's say me and Rasheem go on a little lick, right? But we have a talk of a while ago about, hey, we be going on these licks. We know what come with it. Yada yada yada. One of us go, we're gonna put all the charges on the one that's gone. And we got that certain. We got the agreement. Not everybody in the world know that, but me and him got that agreement. If I don't make it, I want him to put everything on me so he can get out. So he ain't gonna do no jail time. Is he a snitch?
Yo, yo,
You can hear us, Pops?
we can hear you. I can hear you. I can't hear him.
You
You
can
don't have
hear
to
me?
leave
Can
and
you
come
hear
back.
me?
Leave and come back.
That's all I want to know. I guess I'm a snitch then, cause I ain't gonna lie. If my homie gone, bro, we both get caught, and he end up not making it. It getting on him. It's the same thing. If I don't make it, bro, I want somebody to put it on me, so I ain't gotta go to jail.
We know somebody's
Point
telling.
blank.
We
Point blank. The
putting
world
it
looking
on.
at me like I'm telling shit. I guess, bro. I don't know.
We putting it on Jay, man.
Put it on Jay Jones. Put it on Jerry Jones Jr. Put it on him.
Social and everything,
Yeah, I know who did it. Nah, we got a homie that we know is snitch for real.
man. When my
I ain't gonna
boy
say a
Charleston
name on here
White
though.
said, I got a homie that's a mark. We know he don't snitch.
No, he gonna tell as soon as we pop out. He gonna tell. If you know, you know. I ain't gonna say too much.
Hey, I don't know. Pop's about to miss the best part. I was trying to get into the versus topic.
And maybe I'm tripping. You think I'm tripping, bro?
No,
I,
all
I
right.
don't. I don't know,
So,
man. I think this street shit dead, bro.
well, that's one. Two, you gotta be careful who you do business with. Like I said, that whole the thug situation, I really blame Thug and them because they shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. That's just me. I know my homeboy ain't built for that. I would have just took it by the bam, and then that would have been it. And then I don't think we have been in this situation. Um, and the lawyers and stuff is smart. They knew who to pick and choosing. It's the same thing. Like I just got done. I was watching The Wire. Every time The Wire has something, they knew who to pick and choose and
Mm-hmm.
who to
They
parlay
know
with.
exactly who to pick and choose. Yep, absolutely.
He said he can't get back in. I don't know. Uh,
Nah, you right though. The
uh,
detectives and the lawyers know exactly who to pull out. But I
uh,
mean, I'm with you though, bro. I just don't know
there you
if
go.
we considering that. I
Oh,
don't
there you
know.
go.
I don't
You,
know. I ain't no street nigga, but I still ain't finna go
Yeah.
in there yapping my mouth. I know
but
what to
that's
do,
that's
what to
that's
say,
the
what
whole thing.
not to
I,
say.
I think it just depends on you be knowing. Like I said, we got people in our circle. You just don't need to be doing bad business with.
Yeah, you
It's,
just don't need to be doing stuff
you
around
already
us.
know what's gonna happen. Um,
Oh, what you was talking about ratting on your dead homie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
See,
let me
my
ask,
whole thing
let me
is
finish asking you because you didn't hear me all the way. Let me finish asking you, right? Me and Rock go on a little lick, right? We hitting licks for this is what we do for a living. We hit licks for a living. Me and him have a conversation one day. We talking about, hey, one of us don't make it. We know what we doing. We know what come with this. If one of us don't make it, put all the charges on me. Whoever don't make it. We got that agreement, me and him. Nobody else in the world know. Nobody in the family know none of this at all. We going to lick. I don't make it. He put everything on me. Are you, as a pops, gonna look at him as a snitch when you find out that he put everything on the dead person that he went on the lick with?
Now listen. So my understanding now. Am I a regular father where I'm just a regular dude, or I'm a
No,
father
you
that's a
are who
street
you
dude?
are. No, you are who you are right now. Or a few years ago,
It,
before when you was
right
out there
now,
doing what you
okay.
was doing.
Okay, let me say this. Then I'm gonna say this. Yes, it's still snitching. Regardless, that's snitching. Now, I like that agreement. Like you said, the agreement, that's fine.
How?
But that's still snitching. Let me finish.
How?
Now, what you're supposed to do is say, because again, you keep forgetting if you still telling on somebody, you snitching. Unless if he was alive and he told you to do it. I'm gonna give you a good example. Did we lose Rose or me again?
Nah, he gone. He gone.
Is it me, Ron?
No, you good. You good.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I give you a good
Damn,
example, and it was
I hit
something
the
that
X
I
button.
was
My
gonna
bad.
send y'all guys. Pete, okay. Since you want to do it, this is a good example. Jay-Z and D Haven. That is perfect. D Haven was like, yo, Jay, you I'ma take the charges. You walk. That's not snitching. Because
That's
he
the
told
same
him the
thing
game
though.
plan and he
That's the
told them
same,
while he
but
was
that's the
alive.
same thing though.
Let me finish. Let me finish. No, but hold up. But this is the thing. The reason why they're gonna say what you're saying, so you can understand my point. What you're saying is correct, but it's still gonna be named as snitching for a reason. Because the man is not there to say, I told him. Again, what you said is what me and you agreed to. Now that's totally that scenario is a funny. That's the reason why if you paid attention with the Ti cast didn't go too crazy about it. They went off in the beginning, but then it was like, that's a touchy one because it's a touchy situation. Jay Z, D Haven, damn, what was the other dude? It was another rapper. I forgot his name, and his man did the same thing. He took the
Okay, let
Biggie.
me let me
It
let
was
me ask you
Biggie
this.
and hold up, Biggie and the dude that they all them niggas went to jail for the federal case with Little Kim. Little Kim said she didn't know him, and C said I know him. Now he was another one. Damn it, when I tell you his name, you'll know his name. But he took charges for Biggie. He took charges. Is that snitching? No. Biggie told him. Matter of fact, it was even Biggie. He took the fucking charges. He said I did it. He got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? But they were alive. That is the difference. That's why I keep telling you that you're not wrong about how you feel about it. But it's a tricky subject because again, you gotta you telling on a dead man who can't say I told you that.
But
You
let me
understand?
ask you
Is
this.
a
Let me
difference.
ask you this.
Now,
Let me ask you the difference. Is it or is it not when somebody is snitching, their intentions is to hurt that individual and get themselves to walk free?
nope.
Because at the end of the day,
No. See, there you go again. Hold up.
you're saying something to hurt that individual to get them hemmed up so you can walk away free. Is that not what technically snitching is? So if I'm dead, you can't hurt me
No,
because I
that's
can't
not
do no jail
listen.
time.
Yeah, but again, snitching is telling, bro. That's where you're making a mistake. You using snitching with jail time. That's totally different. That's why I asked you, is this a dad talking as a street dude or a regular dad? A regular dad would have been like, shit, he dead. Who cares? But that's the street. That's why I told you again, street code is a funny street code. That's why it's all messed up right now. The street code is not real no more. That's why I don't believe in the street code. It's not real no more. Back in the days, it was. But now, just like remember me, you was talking about, I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care. You and Ron cool as shit. Let the police come up and pull you up and talk about you gonna do 20 years and you know you ain't do the shit. You're not going to sit here and talk about I'm keeping it real. You're gonna be like, shit, Ron did it. That's ain't no point. You gonna tell. That's why I tell people all the time. When you got
I
jail
promise
time
you, I
facing,
ain't
I
gonna
mean,
tell him.
yeah,
I
3 years,
ain't gonna.
4 years,
I'm
like
gonna
that
keep it a
ain't
buck.
cool.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If me and
You
him
would.
ever be in that
Yes, you are.
situation, I'm
Yes,
not
you are.
saying nothing. I swear to God, I'm not. I promise you not. Because if I know I ain't doing nothing, I'm gonna get out
Okay.
regardless, bro. That's my whole point. People don't
Now, how
understand, bro.
about you
If
know
you
you
know
ain't
you're
gonna
in
get
it,
out? Hold up,
but
hold
listen,
up, hold up.
listen,
How about
listen.
you?
If
Hey,
you're
bro, do you see
innocent,
all
if
these
you're
cats that go to
innocent,
jail who talking this nuts?
no. But if you're
Mm-mm.
listen, if you're innocent,
It
right?
don't matter, homie.
But no, listen, hold on, listen. If you're innocent in your head, you know for sure you didn't do nothing. These detectives know you ain't do nothing, but nobody in the car is saying nothing, so they're gonna take both of y'all to jail by default. Whoop de doo. I'm gonna be in that interrogation room, be like, yeah, I know Ross. That's it. I want my lawyer. That's it. And I'm gonna get out regardless because I didn't do nothing. You had no evidence that I did nothing. Yeah, they probably gonna prove that Sheem did something, but I ain't telling him what he did. I'm gonna sit in there until it's time for me to get a bond, and I'm gonna bond out, and I'm gonna beat the case,
So
and
did
hope that
Gunna
my brother
snitch?
beat the
So you
case.
basically saying Gunna didn't snitch? Do you think Gunna
I mean,
snitched?
he said YSL was a game. He was in the wrong for saying that. Now he didn't say nobody's name. He didn't say he seen nobody do no crime. The only thing he said was YSL was a game. That was the only thing he was wrong in doing. Other than that, he ain't do nothing wrong. That's just my opinion. He didn't do nothing wrong.
But hey, we don't prolong. We'll have to circle back. We don't. I want to get into our last little bit about these versus battles, right? What I want y'all to do, I'm gonna give y'all the artists. I'm gonna name the top 5 songs of each artist. We just doing a mock little top 5,
Mm.
and then y'all don't tell me who wins the bout. So the
All
first
right.
one we got Rick
Go for
Ross
it.
and T.I. Um, Rick Ross, or I'm gonna do song. I'm gonna do song for song. I'm gonna try to match this up here. Um, Ross comes out with Hustlin' versus what do I want to do? Hustlin' versus Rubber Band Man.
Rubber Band.
T.I. winning off
Mm.
rip. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back. I give Ross
Man,
that
that
round.
hustle is hard too. Hustling,
I
I
give
don't
Ross
know,
that
cause
round.
it because of the beats. I don't know, man. If you do hustling versus Rubber Band, man, that beat was hard as hell, and what he was saying. But that hustling, I'm gonna say Ti take it. Just I'm gonna give it to Ti on that. Next one.
I got BMF
Oh shit.
versus Bring 'Em Out.
Shit, Bram out was hard because he had Jay the hook. Man, I don't know. Man, that BMF was hard too.
I'm taking
I'm
Ross
gonna go
on
what?
BMF.
I'm gonna go with BMF. Yeah. Let's go with
So
Ross.
we got one. We got 1-1.
Go next.
Um,
One.
these get
Yeah.
harder. I got Ashton Martin music versus Whatever You
Ooh.
Like.
Mm-hmm. What do you like? Yeah, that's hard. I'm going with Ashmore. Ashmore was hard too. Yeah, because Drake was it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ashmore. Not whatever you like was hard too. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna get it. I got Ross.
Rose?
I'm a shit. Cause Drake is on Ashton Martin, Chrisette Michelle on Ashton Martin, Rihanna's on Whatever You Like, ain't it?
That Martin
Yeah.
joint was hard.
No, Whatever You
Man,
Like, you by yourself.
Oh, he's by
no.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's when he got his little suit on and shit. He trying to be a
No, no, Rihanna's on there because she's on the hook.
No,
Whatever
that's
you
Live Your
like.
Life.
No, she's doing live your
Oh,
life.
yeah, you right.
Live
You
your
right.
life
Yeah.
is Rihanna.
You right. Damn, I'm gonna take Ross. Aston Martin music. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so we got Ross up one. This next one, I got Here I Am, Ross versus Live Your Life.
Live your life.
T.I.
All right.
Live your life.
Now we got Anthem versus Anthem. This
2-2.
one, so we split. Ross dropped Stay Scheming.
Oh shit.
T.I. plays Swagger Like Us.
Oh boy, I'm taking Ross with Stay Scheming.
Swagger Like Us. Remind he got the big dogs on Swagger Like Us
I
now.
don't care, bro. It's Stay Scheming. That's my anthem. I love that song, bro. I'm taking Ross. Stay scheming. Niggas try to
I'm
get
gonna go
at
with T.I.
me.
Let's go ahead. So we
A split.
we sitting on the thing. So okay.
Get
Okay, next one.
another
Let's
one.
see.
It's got to be another 2 songs. They got.
I only had them 5 right now. We'll have to.
Oh no, he got you know what? I got Dead and Gone. That was a hard shit.
I think
Yeah, I
after
remember Dead and Gone?
I mean, I think T.I. still got more hits.
I think T.I. ended up beating him.
Yeah, I just did. That's the only reason.
T.I. got more. I think T.I. got a little bit more.
All right.
Yeah, but if you think about it, man, that was a hard fight right there for the 5.
For 5. All right. We got one that's even we got Wayne and Drake. This one kind of let me see how I want to jump off on this. You know what? We don't go straight with it. Best I Ever Had versus Miss Officer.
I'm going with Miss Officer. I know the Drake joke was hard, but that Miss, I like that.
Don't miss his officer.
Wait a minute.
Got somebody on the song.
Bobby Valentino.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Best I Ever Had. I'm gonna take Drake.
All right. Drake stuff is kind of. I think I should have flipped these. We don't go started from the bottom versus 6 foot, 7 foot.
Damn.
6 foot, 7 foot. I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne.
I'm taking Drake.
All right, we still split. Hotline Bling versus Go DJ.
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne.
All right, we got Wayne on. I probably should have switched this song, but this is one of his biggest records still. One Dance versus Lollipop.
Lollipop.
I need one dance. I see in my hand. Shit. Damn.
You gotta go with Lollipop, man. You know you that Lollipop was on.
Damn, I don't know, bro. Shit. I want to say Wayne, bro, but I'm gonna say Wayne.
You gotta give it to Wayne on that one.
Damn, yeah. I'm gonna say Wayne.
You know what? I'm gonna switch it. Hold on. Take One Dance out. Marvin's Room versus Lollipop.
Marvin's Room.
Mike says
I'm
live.
taking Marvin's
What
Room.
up, Big Mike? Marvin's Room versus this. The last one's gonna be the hardest.
I'm taking Drake.
You still staying there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Wayne. That lollipop was hard. That was hard. But I'm gonna stay with Wayne.
All right. I don't know if you can. This one's gonna be the hardest one here. I'm gonna go. You know what? We'll flip it. We don't go Wayne with a Millie versus Drake's 0 to 100.
A millionaire.
Yeah, they got to get Wayne on that. Even, I like that Drake joint, but that man, you can't front that. Ain't no need to stop. You know you got to give it to him on that.
I ain't gonna lie though,
That
0
man,
to 100. That 0 to 100 though ended somebody's career for a little minute though.
It's hard. It's hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was hard. But you got to say it. But Wayne's on that.
I'm taking the middle. Yeah, I'm taking Wayne. I'm taking Wayne.
So what if I flip it for I flip it to God's Plan?
God, so they two biggest songs.
God's Plan is technically his biggest song, but yeah.
God's Plan in a Millie.
It is the one where Rihanna was. Wasn't Rihanna him and Rihanna walk?
Work? I don't
know the
think
song he got with Rihanna? Work. Yeah, Work. I thought Work was.
I didn't put
yeah,
that
the
on.
Work was.
I don't know what the matchup was. I'm trying to do this, not just top song. I'm trying to match.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still taking Wayne.
You should have used that versus Lil Wayne with Mr. Officer. I would have went for Mr. Officer.
I could have went with Take Care with Rihanna.
Go against Mr. Officer.
I think overall, I think Wayne will win overall because he got.
I don't know.
He got mixtapes that you can play as hits too. Like I ain't gonna lie, everybody know his mixtape era.
But I didn't touch Young Drake stuff either though.
But Wayne. Yeah, but I think Wayne will get him because you got to think Wayne. If we just do his album, but if you do his features too, Wayne got some hard features. Man, he got features with all the big dogs.
We can do Wayne's mixtape. Sorry for the wait 1 and 2, and we can do the Carter 2 and 3. Well, we can go how you want to go. The Young Money era, we can do that too.
You got to think, Little. What you saying? My thing is Wayne, Jay-Z, Drake. I'm missing somebody. Who else I'm missing? I'm missing somebody who is almost Eminem. It's very hard to. It even 50 because everybody be sleeping. If you just use Get Rich and Dying, do it. I don't think too many cats could beat him.
That's
just off of one album. You know what I mean? Off of one album, I don't know, man. Because even what they should do, an album versus album.
But now it's only. I don't think you got more than 10 artists.
Who has the greatest album? That's what I'm saying. Who has the best? That'd be a good one. Who has the best overall album or the? You know what? We got to do one there. I'm gonna do a search. I'm curious to see who had the most hits off of one album in rap. I wonder who got it. I think it's Wayne, right?
Well, Drake may got the record now.
One album, but
Drake probably got the record.
Because I think out of 10, he probably got 10 to them joints off of one album. But those cats are gonna be pretty hard to beat. Go ahead.
We don't go to the DJs. I got DJ Khaled versus DJ Drama.
Okay.
Where I want to go? You know what? I'm gonna still go straight off this list. Khaled plays All I Do Is Win. Drama drops featuring Wayne. He drops the Cannon remix where Wayne goes off.
I'm going with Khaled.
Rose.
I'm gonna go with
All we do is win.
Wayne. I'm going with Drama. Yeah, I'm going with
All
Drama.
right.
Okay.
Khaled comes back with "We Taking Over" versus we got. I don't know. It's so interesting. I want to hear what Rose say. Ain't no way around it. Future.
I'm going with Khaled.
Rose.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm. What was Khaled's song you said?
We Taking Over.
Who all on that song?
Birdman, Lil Wayne. That's probably Birdman's best
Oh, that's got
verse.
that's got
And
all the
Lil
heavy hitters
Wayne.
at that time, don't it?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna take Khaled. Yeah.
This next one will be interesting. Khaled drops "I'm On One." Drama drops "Bugatti."
Damn, I'm taking Khaled, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that
I thought you
Bugatti.
gonna say Bugatti.
Nah.
Not Bugatti
I
drop,
went
boy.
with Bugatti.
That was whoo.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm taking I'm on one. Fuck it, I'm
Alright.
on one.
We got the battle of the remixes. "Welcome to My Hood" remix versus Tony Montana remix featuring Drake.
Khaled for me.
Rose.
I'm gonna take Khaled.
Okay. This last one, Khaled, "I'm the One." That's the Quavo and Justin Bieber jump off. And Drama, "My Moment" with 2 Chainz and Meek Mill.
I'm taking my moment.
You got Khaled too?
I'm gonna take Drama.
So we got Khaled over Drama. All right. All right. Before we get off of here, we got the bonus topic. I gotta hear this one. I'll give y'all mine's last. You could take one R&B classic and turn into a remix with any hip hop artist it be. Pops, what's the song and who's the artist you want?
Oh, R&B song. I don't. You know what? I really don't have one that I want to turn into one.
No?
Nah, because most of the R&B I like, I don't want to hear this rap. So I'll pass. Go,
Rose?
Rose.
I
Who
don't
you
know.
want?
I'm kind of thinking the same thing because I'm thinking about all the R&B songs I listen to, and it's like the artists I listen to now, I damn sure don't want them on there because they gonna fuck the song up.
It could be anyone. It don't have to be an artist.
Nah,
Now.
because I
Who you
know
got, bro?
because the only
Who
reason I'm
you got,
saying
bro?
that
Hold up.
only reason I'm saying that is go ahead.
Ross,
Return
you
of the
tell
Mac.
us. You giggling.
Return of the
Oh,
Mac
my song, Return to Mac and make it up. You know what?
and put
They did it.
50 and
I
put
heard it.
50, hold
I just
on.
thought about
Put 50 on Return of the Mac.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
have to
I don't
hear
know. I
some
don't
song.
think 50 could do it. Matter of fact, I got that
Hey, but
song remixed.
I do know who could. Hey, hold on. I do know who can do it because he
Snoop.
just sold out back-to-back shows in the United Airlines Center, and his name is Rod Wave. 40,000 sold out
We cap
back-to-back
it again?
days.
I've been
We
sending the
cap it
clips.
again?
I've been
No,
sending.
hold on. Ain't no cap. Hold on, cap. Man,
Oh my!
somebody, hey,
Yeah, they
pull
about.
it up, bro.
Hey, Pops, they about to clown your boy Donald. Got
Hey,
another 2 in the
let me
set.
end this. Listen, did you see the you know what the show is? Rose, what we be saying? Huh?
What?
What you said?
Capping is a sport. Capping is a sport.
Man, go on, man. Rod Wave is selling out arenas. United Airlines arena. Man, I don't want to hear that, man.
But
And I'm gonna
listen,
say this again. I don't care nothing about no Raw Wave. I told you until he sell a physical album, I don't give a damn what you say.
What do
Because
you? Hey, bro, we're
again,
not. Hey, hold on.
I
Before
don't
you
trust
end this
the
show, bro.
numbers.
listen,
Before you end the show,
You know?
he
we
sound
told
like
you he is the only rap artist in the
Nope.
world to
Nope. Nope.
go
I don't
platinum
believe it.
on 5
but
back
listen,
to back
listen,
to
I don't
back to back. It's on the internet.
listen,
bots. No physical album sales.
but
Mm-hmm.
listen,
Bro, we're in
he's
2025.
hold on. He said he dropping an album. He said, y'all been wanting this. He said, this is for Pops, man. You know what he don't call it? Nobody?
Again.
He don't
Nah,
say.
I'm waiting on. I want
No
to see.
capping.
Listen. On the album, right?
Huh?
It's don't be called no capping. But in the small little, you know how they used to have the disclaimer on it. He don't say lying is a skill.